Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we visit the St. Bart's Buffaloes football and cheerleading programs as we check out the next generation of athletes. Then Mayor David Stahl brings us a new edition of Business Spotlight at the Atrium Executive Center, located in Two Towers Center. And with elections just around the corner, we introduce you to the candidates for the Board of Education elections. All this plus information on a special series of programs at the East Brunswick Senior Center. So stay with us. With football season underway, EBTV stopped by to check out the St. Bart's Buffaloes youth football and cheerleading program here in town.
Touchdown, St. Bart's Buffaloes.
Jamming in the stands. We don't need no music. We don't need no bands. All we need are Bart fans. Jamming in the stands. What? Jamming in the stands.
St. Bart's Buffaloes is a youth football organization. We're a member of the American Youth Football and American Youth Cheer organization. Our group plays from Jersey Shore on northward up to about Kenilworth. We have children from 5 to 15 years of age, boys and girls. It's an age and weight restricted football program. The cheerleaders are placed on age and ability. But the Buffaloes is an organization that's near and dear to my heart because I played for the Buffaloes as a kid growing up in East Brunswick. And many of our coaches out here have played for the Buffaloes. We have many, many coaches in the organization today that don't even have children in the program, which to me shows a lot about our organization. People just can't get enough. They keep coming back. They feel such pride for being involved with the Buffaloes. We're very family-oriented.
Well, we work with, this year I'm working with the 12 and 13-year-olds, which are a bit of a challenge for those parents that have 12 and 13-year-olds. You know that they're coming into their own, and sometimes they're not doing exactly what they're told. But certainly we accept that challenge. We try to teach them life lessons, and we try to make them better citizens and better team players. In addition to being a coach, I'm a member of the board. I've been a member of the board for about 10 years. I'm a past president, current treasurer of the organization, so I'm very active, and it's a great organization to be a part of.
Big thing, I think, is seeing them grow. I actually started coaching here when they were 9 years old. A lot of these kids at 9 and 8 years old. And now to see them at 11 and 12 years old and develop into young people, better football players, and overall, I guess, great kids was definitely the exciting part. Putting a lot of time, a lot of hard work, dedication, a lot of good people out here, a lot of good volunteers, overall good organization.
And our cheerleading programs are second to none. We have one group coached by Madeline Witchell. Madeline Witchell, actually, young girl, doesn't even have any kids in the program, and she cheered for the program. She comes back now. She coaches for the program, and she has taken her group now 2 times to the national championship for cheering and has come back as the national champs. So it's just a great organization.
This is my 8th season coaching. I started with the younger age group and moved up with them, and then I've stayed at the highest age group for the past few years. The past 2 years we've been undefeated. We won nationals both times in Florida. So it was such an accomplishment for the girls. They keep seeing what kind of hard work goes into making that happen, and they really want it now, and they know what they can do, and it's awesome.
We've won multiple competitions, and our coaches have said that we have had the highest score from the team before us, like from the previous year, and we're just like at competition, we all try our best because we're all aiming for that one goal, not only to win, but just to have fun and to know that we went out there and we showed the judges all that we have.
I can honestly say it was like thrilling. Like, I loved the feeling of hearing our name get called for first place, jumping up and down and screaming, hugging my friends, because it's like honestly the best feeling ever, and I really love it. I do.
I just got to this team, but I've seen them win, and when they win, they win. Trust me, everything hits. It's just amazing how you can win first place in everything and just still get better.
It's just really awesome to see the girls year after year continue to improve. I've known a lot of these girls since they were 5 years old, so it's just an amazing experience. Check out our website, stbartsbuffaloes.com. I would definitely recommend getting involved. It's an awesome experience for all the girls. As you could see, they all love being here and they make really great friendships. I cheered in East Brunswick growing up, did varsity in high school, and then I went off to cheer at Rutgers, and just, helping out the community has been awesome.
Well, we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for coaches, board members, looking obviously for participants. If anyone's interested, just contact the website, stbartsbuffaloes.com. We're looking for financial donations, but our community has been a great supporter of ours. We have our tag dates. The community comes out and supports us. We have our breakfast at Applebee's a couple times a year. We've always had wonderful support, and we're very appreciative of the support from our community.
I have 3 boys in the program. I have a 5-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 11-year-old. It's great working with my boys on and off the field and getting to participate with them, in the program. Benefits are discipline, getting the kids out of the house, running around, exercising, and just a general discipline behind the whole program.
Listen, we're always encouraging more involvement, whether it's from people who have played for the Buffaloes as a kid or want to be involved. Also, we're always looking for more players, cheerleaders, football players and cheerleaders are always welcome.
The great thing about the organization is that we teach more than just football. We teach teamwork, character building, pride, integrity. The kids look out for each other. They root for each other. They support one another. They support each other's team. We have a great cheer program, and it's just a great organization to be around.
I think it's a great program. I was involved as a child in this program myself, and it's a wonderful program. It gives the boys a lot of discipline, teaches them how to work hard and get through things, and helps them with life, I think. Yeah, it's a very safe program. We have equipment for all the boys that we provide, and we work with them, and all the coaches are trained that work with the boys on different concussion awareness and things of that nature.
This is my 5, 6, and 7-year-old St. Bart's flag gold team, right? What color are we? These are guys I've had 2 years in a row, and just to see their development, and not only that, with the help of my assistants, Brian Simpson, Troy Figueroa, and Julio Vega, we've been able to get these guys in 3 short weeks to do some pretty incredible things. They've been, listen very, very well. They execute all the things that we teach them very, very easily and very, very quickly, and it's been very satisfying and gratifying to watch them develop so quickly. St. Bart's has been a great organization. I actually played when I was a kid growing up in East Brunswick. The great thing is that they have a team for every age group, and as you can see with young April here, doesn't matter boy or girl. You don't have to necessarily be a cheerleader. You can come out and play football as well. The Pee Wee team has a girl on the team too, so no matter what the age group, come on out and sign up, play some football.
We focus on preparing the kids for the next level. It's never completely about winning and losing. It's about making sure that each kid has a good time, each kid prepares to play at the next level or to compete at the next level, and to come back and play again through high school or whatever they may feel.
Well, yes, at different age groups, it's a little bit different. At our age group, we're trying to get them ready for freshman and JV football. At some of the younger ages, we're teaching more fundamentals, basics of football, proper tackling, proper blocking techniques, how to hold the ball as a ball carrier, and going through your pads, making sure the pads are in the right place and that you're properly protected.
Again, I just can't say enough about the Buffaloes. It is a program that's near and dear to my heart, as I said earlier, because I was a Buffalo. My father was a board member on the Buffaloes. When I brought my son first here to the Buffaloes 15 years ago, my oldest son, he was 5 years old, and it was like they had a pincushion on my head. They came right to me and said, "Ooh, you got to get involved because your father was involved." And since then, I got a lot of great friends through this organization. I don't even have any kids in the program this year, and I'm here every night for practice and involved every night. So I just love the program. Can't say enough about it.
Hi, it's Mayor David Stahl with another edition of Business Spotlight. I'm real happy to be up here at Two Tower Center at the Atrium Executive Center, which just opened up here in East Brunswick. Beautiful spaces. I'm pleased to be joined with Laura Hart. Laura, why don't you tell us a little bit about this new beautiful executive center that's opened up here?
Thanks so much. We're so happy you're here. We've actually been in business for over 25 years. This just happens to be our newest location. We're headquartered in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and we set the standard in furnished offices, virtual offices, meeting space, and business services.
Let's talk. You mentioned that you had one existing one and still in business down in Mount Laurel. Why'd you choose East Brunswick?
It's such a wonderful location. It's convenient to the Turnpike. It's convenient to New York City, Philadelphia. It's also a good location for reciprocal use for our clients that are in our Mount Laurel location who travel. The center's 25,000 square feet, and everybody who comes as a client or a guest of a client is greeted by a live receptionist. And the center is designed to cater to those who have a furnished office here, but also for people who are just meeting room clients or have a virtual office. It gives the illusion that when someone's greeted by a receptionist, that receptionist works for each individual client.
So then you have different types of clients that will utilize your space.
We do. We have furnished office clients, and that those would be companies that keep an office here and basically use this as their main location. We also have virtual offices which can range from just having your mail delivered here, just using the business address with a professional address and we'll collect your mail here. Or it can also be somebody who just uses our reception services. They can use a combination. We try to customize the solution that fits the business.
So if I'm a small professional who wants to, and I'm traveling and want to set up a meeting here in East Brunswick, what could you offer me?
You would be able to either have a meeting for an hour. You could schedule it if you want to do a week-long meeting. We have solutions for pretty much any size meeting that you want to have. We have a training center that's smart TV and has all the technology that you would need. Even just have a guest office. So if you just want to meet clients, once a month, if you have a home-based business, or if you're traveling and you just want to meet clients once a month, for example, you could do that where you just rent an office for the day.
And let's say I'm traveling without staff. Would you have the ability to provide the secretarial staff in the background office kind of to help me out?
Absolutely. That's another big part of our business. We do have business services. In addition to the typical reception services, clerical services that you see at most business centers, we actually even take it a step further to really help small businesses. So we thought of all the different areas that people may need help with but can't necessarily afford full-time staff. So we do accounting services, we do bookkeeping, collection services, HR consulting, IT support, we have marketing, we have web design, and those are all things that can just be, by the hour. So it's as much or as little as a small business would need. We try to be completely flexible, and we try to customize for each individual client. We typically do shorter term leases. I mean, we do have people who sign annual agreements, but if somebody just needs a temporary space, we have one of the examples we had recently, an office building was damaged in a fire, and they needed probably about 5 months to get their space back up and running, so that we were able to move them in next day. We were able to set them up. They were here temporarily, and there's never any obligation. We've also had some clients who've been with us for 10 years on a month-to-month lease because they don't want to make the commitment, but they know that they can stay as long as they need to.
And in terms of the office space, I mean, obviously you have just the basic meeting rooms, but certainly you have for those people that need to use, let's say, the ability to have like a conference with other facilities outside here, maybe telephone or video conferencing, that is also available?
Yes, we do. We have state-of-the-art smart TVs in all of our conference rooms, and we also partner with A&A Court Reporting to provide video conference at our center. Yep.
And we know that in the business world, it's not always just the office meeting that's important, it's also the ambiance. And so talk about the other facilities that you have here, because we're actually in a beautiful area right now.
Yeah, this is really important in our design of the space. We put a lot of time into making sure that it worked for people who have an office here, people who want to come here temporarily. We're sitting right now in our lounge area, and this would be a space that would be used by somebody maybe who's a salesperson. They want to stop, check their messages, maybe send some emails. They may even want to meet a client here. Maybe they don't want to do a formal meeting room or a formal office. It's a little more casual. They can meet clients here. Sort of, you can think of it as a cafe or a coffee house type situation, but it is a professional environment where they can have, assistance at any time. We are staffed here Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, but the clients that we have, whether it's furnished office or virtual offices, they have access to the building 24/7. And we can schedule, if somebody needed a night or a weekend meeting, we can certainly work with them and schedule that. The center may not be staffed, but we could certainly work around that.
I'm sure many people watching this are fascinated by it. How can they arrange for a tour or just to get a hold of you for more information?
Our phone number is 877-287-4861. And also, if you want some more information, maybe some more details, we have great information on our website. That's atriumec.com.
Maybe you want to give us an example of who's a typical type client.
We deal with companies anywhere from 1 to 10 employees, sometimes larger depending on the time frame. Typical clients, we have a lot of attorneys, CPAs, wealth management companies. We deal a lot with entrepreneurs and startup businesses. We sort of feel like that's kind of our specialty, because we do have those business services that they can use incrementally as needed. And the nice thing about a startup company working in an executive center like this is that they can grow within their business but not have to change their address. So they can start off maybe with a small interior office, and in 2 years, they have a corner suite with 5 employees, and they can do that all seamlessly. They can make a move in a day.
What have you noticed about the reaction from your clients here, particularly at the East Brunswick location, when they see this beautiful view that they get here out of the executive center?
It's amazing. Every window has a gorgeous view. And we keep saying among ourselves, this is my favorite office. And then you go into another one and you say, this is my favorite office. And I think it just depends on, there's some views that are maybe more serene, others where you can see the turnpike, you can see New York City, the skyline on a clear day. So it really is a wonderful selling point for us.
And I think for the professionals that are using your office, I think it's a wonderful selling point for them to their clients.
Absolutely. And that's it. We're presenting the image, and the clients are able to then portray that to the outside world. And with this building as their address and this space as their home base, it really does make a big difference.
Laura, your executive center is obviously well suited for the professionals, but are there other type clients that you have?
Yes, we actually do have a lot of contractors who are clients here. We have contractors who just use our meeting space, and it instantly adds credibility when you have a professional conference room where you can, spread out your plans. It's very impressive. It instantly adds, some credibility to the fact that they are a well-established business in a nice location. We also have our reception service has the capability to keep contractors' calendars, so that saves them on administrative staff. So they can actually, when they answer the phone, they can schedule appointments. We try to have our reception staff really get to know their business so that it appears as if they're answering, from any location, and they're able to, intelligently hold a conversation with their client.
Well, I appreciate you spending some time with myself and the residents of East Brunswick and showing off this beautiful executive center that you've created here. I think it provides a unique opportunity for our businesses, both here in East Brunswick and the greater Middlesex area, who have opportunities that would require them to have office space. It's a gorgeous space. The two-tower center building, is a gem in the Middlesex County area. This is not your traditional East Brunswick business we highlight so often here on these shows, but I would encourage anyone who has any needs for short-term or long-term offices to give Laura and her staff a call here at the Atrium Executive Center here at Two Tower Center. Trust me, just take a tour and you're going to be well satisfied as to the services they're going to offer. Thanks for watching, and again, take care.
like to thank all of the candidates.
On Election Day, November 5th, voters in East Brunswick will select 3 of the 4 candidates running for the Board of Education. EBTV will be airing short interviews with each of the candidates in October, hosted by Lindsay Dobrinsky, president of the PTA President's Council. Here's an excerpt from each of the candidates.
My husband, Bill, and we've lived in East Brunswick for over 30 years. We have 2 children, Jennifer and Josh, and our daughter-in-law, Katie. Katie and Josh recently moved back to town and are expecting their first child in January, who will be a future kindergartner at Lawrence Brook School.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Health Education from the College of New Jersey. I've been a teacher, a coach, a restaurant manager, and a stay-at-home mom since my second child was born, and that's how I became so involved in the schools.
I'm a almost 20-year resident of East Brunswick. My wife and myself are both physicians in the immediate area. She's a practicing dermatologist in Somerset, and I'm a gynecologist and gynecologic surgeon in Old Bridge. We have 2 children who are both graduates of the East Brunswick school system and are also college graduates and working, thank God. And we've enjoyed living in town, and this is now running for my second term on the Board of Ed.
And why have you made the decision to run for re-election?
Well, I think the first reason is that there's a huge commitment on my part to education. I believe that if you poll most East Brunswick residents and ask them why they would either move here or have moved here, 80 to 90% of those people would tell you it's the reputation of our school systems.
I've been born and raised in New Jersey my whole life. My wife and I have made East Brunswick our home for 13 years. My wife and I are happy to raise our 2 children in our community who attend our elementary schools. I graduated college with a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting, and I'm a certified public accountant licensed in the state of New Jersey, practicing accounting with my own firm. Volunteerism, community services are very much part of me. I enjoy being a Cub Scout den leader, a CCD teacher at St. Bart's, and my wife and I are PTA members. And I'm on the board of directors of my home-owned property association.
Can you tell us why you decided to run for re-election?
3 years ago, I decided to run for re-election. If you remember, there were massive cuts in our school budget.
How can we forget?
Yes, it was pretty bad. And at that time, people were blaming each other rather than looking for causes, and I wanted to be a solution to it.
So I've been a resident in East Brunswick for 15 years. I went through this school district, and I'm a proud graduate of East Brunswick High School. After that, I went to Rutgers University and double majored in human resources and psychology. Married, happily raising my kids with my husband. I'm in HR, but currently I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Wonderful. And why did you decide to run for the East Brunswick Board of Education?
East Brunswick has raised and educated me with merit and distinction, and I want the same for my kids, if not better. I decided to run because I want to maintain and increase the rankings of the East Brunswick schools. I also wanted to run because East Brunswick is a very, very diverse town, and I wanted to bring that diversity to the board.
Hi, I'm Sharon Riley Morosi, Assistant Director for the East Brunswick Department on Aging, and this is the Voice of Experience. Today I am here with Rachel Steinberg, the Director of the Department on Aging, to talk about an upcoming program that the Commission on Aging and the Department on Aging are co-sponsoring. It is called Mapping Out a Journey, and it is a seminar about retirement. Rachel, what can you tell us about the program?
The Mapping Out a Journey, which deals with the adventure of retirement, has been presented a few years ago by the Commission on Aging, and we found it to be very, very successful. People talk about retirement, but they do not realize what goes into making a successful retirement. So our 4-week consecutive Thursdays in October, starting October 3rd, we will be helping people realize what goes into making a successful retirement.
What are some of the topics you'll be covering?
The first one is going to be goals of retirement, what people hope to gain from retiring. Many times they feel it's just kind of vegging out and relaxing, but after that phase is over, people want to do something with their time. So we'll be talking about that as well. We will be talking about staying healthy during your retirement. And also, it's new experiences that can be gained from retirement. Perhaps people want to follow their passion, and we're going to have a panel of specialists that in retirement that have had some wonderful experiences, and we'll be sharing them with the group. And perhaps people will get ideas what they can forge for themselves in their retirement. And the last session is going to be talking about the Medicare maze.
So where will the seminar be held?
The seminar will be held here at the Senior Center, 3 Civic Center Drive.
And who should attend the seminar?
Anyone that has recently retired, those hoping to retire, and those that are thinking about retiring. So in essence, it's anyone, any age. You don't have to be 60. You don't have to be 65 or younger or older. We want everyone that's thinking about retirement.
If you would like more information about programs and services available through the East Brunswick Department on Aging, then please call us at 732-390-6896. And please remember, the East Brunswick Department on Aging is here to help you and yours age successfully.